Hi the people, how you doing? So, today we have quite an interesting smartphone. It is the Nord CE from OnePlus, and I've heard quite a lot of good things about this one. And actually, I haven't really reviewed a mid-range device as such on this channel. I've used them, but never really reviewed one. So it's gonna be quite interesting to see what the Nord has to offer, first and foremost. But also, secondly, I want to see what the sacrifices are for mid-range devices in 2021. It's gonna be quite interesting, but first and foremost, as usual, we must get it out the box, of course. So, taking that lid right off, we have the OnePlus Nord. But first, we gotta set it aside and check out what else we get in there. Firstly, we have a little package with a really cool looking case. It's a normal plastic case, but it looks pretty neat. I like the dual tone finish. Secondly, we have all the paperwork and also the SIM ejector tool in there. And I gotta say, color-coded paperwork is quite nice to see. It looks quite unique and I appreciate the gesture. We also get some stickers, by the way, and there's also an actual charger in the box. Damn, that's quite something. This is of course a warp charger, so you're pretty much set for charging, and of course we get OnePlus's very own unique looking cable in there. Now let us take a look at the Nord itself. I gotta say, the matte finish and the color, it looks really good. Like, it's right up my alley. I believe this one's called the Void Blue, and it's quite a grim name for such a bright color. It actually looks really good, but of course we gotta take off that screen protector because we never get along. So, overall, this is all that we get in the box. And it's quite a lot compared to many other phones these days. That is a lot of stuff you're getting, and I'm all about it. So, with the unboxing out of the way, let us talk about the phone itself. This one, the moment I held it, it felt very premium, like surprisingly so. Now, that's pretty obvious that OnePlus did not skimp on the design. They basically went for a very good glass sandwich along with metal rails. It's the way to go for a premium look and premium design as a whole. So yeah. Right now, first impressions of course, I have no complaints about the design. I like it. Secondly, the display. The display itself is actually quite good. It's a 1080p AMOLED 90Hz. It's all there. It also has HDR support overall. So, all in all, the display also basically has no compromises, especially for the price tag. The battery itself is pretty big. It's a 4500 mAh battery in this one, and that's no joke, especially when you consider the fairly efficient display, at least according to the specs. And along with that, you also have the fast 30 watts of charging right out the box. I mean, that's quite good, and overall, like, the moment you take this phone out the box, you're ready to go, you're set, you don't have to worry about chargers or anything like that. Man, impressive stuff, yeah. I know there are gonna be caveats and compromises here and there. Otherwise, it wouldn't really be possible to meet this kind of price point. So we'll talk about all of those in the review. Definitely subscribe for that. But next up, the performance. Well, we have a Snapdragon 750 inside. It also has 5G capabilities, by the way, for those who can actually use it. In India, it's nowhere, like not even in the distant future, I believe it's gonna come, so that's gonna take a while. But nonetheless, this one has a fairly good processor for the price. It obviously isn't the flagship processor that you get, in flagships, but still, I think it's gonna be able to handle almost every day-to-day task, while also giving us fairly good performance in stuff like gaming or photo editing in my case. And then we have the cameras. Of course, this is where there might be some compromises. I cannot say anything for sure right now, but there will be some camera comparisons coming out with the Mi 11 Lite. I also got that phone for specifically comparing these two devices. I want to see which one can come out on top. So yeah, the cameras are gonna be quite interesting. On the main cameras, we have a 64 megapixel sensor. So yeah, the sensor itself looks pretty good, but it also, depends on the software, how well it can take advantage of the sensor. That's all we're gonna find all of that out in the camera comparisons, and I'll let you guys know about my full experience in the review itself. So definitely stay tuned for those. Up next, we have the 8 megapixel ultra wide. Now this is where I feel like if we went for a 12 megapixel ultra wide or even a 10 megapixel one, we could at least take 4K videos from it. Here, however, 8 megapixels, I know for a fact that 8 megapixels cannot give you 4K video. You have to come down to 1080p, and that's never good. Even in a mid-range device, I feel like the minimum 4K 30 should be capable from at least the main and ultra wide. And that's not really the case here, so that's kind of sad to see. But anyways, there are going to be sacrifices, we expected that. Then we have a third sensor, and it's a 2 megapixel depth sensor. It's probably there for portraits. Now how good the portraits are gonna be, I cannot say for sure yet. The camera comparisons, for the third time, they are coming and they'll have everything in there. And then we have software. Now, software is very important for mid-range devices because they don't have the most powerful chipsets. So a good, efficient software which can give a stutter-free experience while also making sure that they don't consume too much power to drain the battery too fast. It's all important, and it's a delicate balance. So now, I feel like OnePlus should have nailed this because oxygen noise in and of itself is very good, very high quality. It's very close to stock Android, so overall I don't believe software should have any issues. Of course, if I find any issues or bugs, I'll definitely let you guys know in the review. But yeah, overall I gotta say first impressions are very positive for this one, which does leave some doubt that there are gonna be caveats under the hood, which you're gonna find out in the process of using it and really experiencing the issues themselves. So definitely I will let you guys know if I find any of such bugs or anything like that. But for now, I think it's gonna be quite fun using this one. Yeah. It's also got an optical in-display fingerprint scanner, by the way, so that's definitely nice to see. I'm definitely impressed by OnePlus, and just the fact that they didn't go for a sacrifice in the design itself. Definitely not one of the areas where I would personally like a sacrifice. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do hit that like button, subscribe if you aren't already, because you do not want to miss out on the camera comparisons and the reviews that are going to come out very soon. So, I will be seeing you guys then. Cheers.